Dear students, in this problem, we are given a function f defined from the set of real numbers to set of real numbers, and definition is given as f of x is equal to mod of x multiplied by x minus sin x. Then which of the following statements is true? And options are about the function being 1 to 1 or on to, not being so or being so. So let's understand this function first of all. Since modulus of x is involved here, it is much better to write in two parts for x greater than 0 and x less than 0. So if we do that, we can write it as f of x is equal to x multiplied by x minus sin x. So that will be x square minus x sin x. That will be valid for x greater than or equal to 0. And mod x replaced by minus x for x less than 0 gives us minus x square plus x sin x. Now this is the definition of f of x written piecewise. We have to answer about the function being 1 to 1 and on to. For that, let's decide about the function being on to. What about the range of this function? This function f of x is x square minus x multiplied by sin x when x is greater than 0. Obviously, this is a continuous function on the interval 0 to infinity. At x is equal to 0, this is equal to 0. And when x is approaching to infinity, this x square term is the dominating term. It will be approaching to infinity. This sin x will be fluctuating or oscillating between minus 1 and plus 1. So, this x square will be dominating term. That is, we can say when x approaches to infinity, f of x approaches to infinity. And at 0 it is 0. So, in between 0 to infinity, it achieves all values for sure. For x less than 0, this function is minus x square plus x sin x. When x is approaching to minus infinity in this condition, because x is less than 0, so it can go from minus infinity up to 0. When x is approaching to minus infinity, this x square, that will be dominating term, that will give you something positive, but this negative sign will make it negative, and this will have no impact when x is very large in magnitude, that is when approaching to minus infinity. So here again the same logic, we can say when x is approaching to minus infinity, f of x approaches to minus infinity. That is, when x is less than 0, we are getting values from 0 to minus infinity to 0, better that way, and 0 to infinity, and x is equal to 0, function is 0. So that means function is achieving all possible values in the set of codomain, that is codomain is equal to range, hence the function is onto. So clearly first option is rejected and fourth option is also rejected. Out of the second and third, we have to decide, and that can be decided on the basis of the function's monotonicity, that is its one-to-one behavior that can be understood by its monotonicity. Now if we write the expression for its derivative, then very clearly f dash x, that will be equal to differentiation of this part for x less than 0, that will be minus 2x plus x cos x plus sin x, that will be the expression when x is less than 0, and derivative will be equal to 2x minus x cos x minus sin x when x is greater than 0. Now what we can say from here, f dash x, let's write it here, f dash 0 minus, we are getting it equal to 0, f dash 0 plus, that is when x is approaching to 0, then also this is equal to 0. So right hand derivative and left hand derivative both are equal to 0 and the function is continuous. So we can say for x is equal to 0, derivative is equal to 0. If we want to write that, we can write it over here, that this derivative will be equal to 0 for x is equal to 0. Now, what about its monotonicity? On which intervals it is increasing, on which intervals it is decreasing. If it is either always increasing or always decreasing, then it is 1 to 1, and if it is having both behaviors increasing and decreasing, then it is many to one, that is not one to one. So let's try to decide about that. By regrouping these terms, we can regroup these terms by taking out x common and writing it as minus 1 plus cos x and plus sin x minus x. That is the expression for x less than 0. And at 0 it is 0, so it doesn't matter to us. And for x greater than 0, we can write it as x into 1 minus cos x plus x minus sin x. That is true for x greater than 0. Now what about the sign of the derivative? If you take it for x greater than 0, at x greater than 0, this quantity is positive. 1 minus cos x is going to be positive or maybe equal to 0. This is going to be positive and this is also going to be positive, but about the difference x minus sin x, for that you must be knowing that sin x is less than x in the neighborhood of 0. For x greater than 0, we can understand it like this. This is the graph of sin x and graph of x goes like this. So x minus sin x is a positive quantity. So for anything greater than 0, that is x greater than 0, we can say derivative is positive. Let's write that down here. F dash x is greater than 0 for all x belonging to, let's say, r positive, 0 to infinity. And for x less than 0, what is happening here? For x less than 0, you can see from the graph of sin x and x, when x is positive, sin x minus x, that is going to be negative. So this part is negative. Minus 1 plus cos x may be 0, but it is going to be negative for all other values of x. And this x is also negative. And for x less than 0, you can see here that if we draw the graph of sin x on left also, sin x graph is above the graph y is equal to x. That means sin x minus x, this is going to be a positive quantity for all x less than 0. Here cos x minus 1, that is minus 1 plus something between minus 1 and plus 1, that will be a negative quantity. And x is also negative. That means this part will also be positive. So positive plus positive, we are getting that f dash x is greater than 0 for all x belonging to r minus also. So derivative is positive for x greater than 0, positive for x less than 0. At x is equal to 0, it is coming out to be equal to 0. So it doesn't matter. We can say that this function is always increasing. Always increasing, that means this is a 1 to 1 function on the given domain, which is R. So we should mark our answer as 1 to 1 and on to both. That is option C. Let's confirm the answer. That is okay. Option C is the correct choice. Thank you.